Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for having me. I'm part of Greenly. I'm the partnership manager at Greenly for Europe. And I'm presenting Greenly's mission. So basically, we're trying to democratize access to climate strategy. So it includes carbon accounting, ESG reporting, but overall, we're trying to put all the climate initiatives at the same time in the same platform. So how do we do so? We created a bunch of products. So GSG accounting, reduction plans. We engage the suppliers to understand the Scope 3 emissions of our customers. We also build LCAs, so PCF, and we're also achieving a lot of compliance to ESG frameworks. So there's a lot of Pokemons out there, CSRD, VSME, GRI. We're covering a bunch of them, so approximately 10. And we're also guiding our customers through SBTi compliance. Eventually, we'll also include CBAM, but we will see that a little bit later. After creating these products, we try to implement kind of a connection between them. So that means in terms of data collection, you don't need to do it twice or third time because you need to achieve certain compliance. With Greenly, you're doing all at the same time in the same platform. And once you do the data collection for carbon footprint, for example, it will be automatically populated for ESG frameworks. Here are a bunch of the products that we have. So I was mentioning GSG assessment, Scope 1, 2, and 3, obviously. One thing that makes a difference at Greenly is the Scope 3 understanding. Obviously, getting the information from the suppliers is quite tricky, and that's why we're trying to engage them by sending them questionnaires, following up automatically by the system, so our customers don't have to chase them all the time. We're building action plans because, of course, we want to calculate the carbon emissions, but most importantly, we want to reduce the carbon emissions from our customers. It's either because they want to be SBTi compliant or because they have net zero targets, but we have specialists in the company, we will see that later on, to help them reduce efficiently with the right levers their carbon emissions. Of course, by engaging the suppliers, we tend to have a better Scope 3 understanding. And if we scroll down to this slide, we are covering CSRD, but a lot more other frameworks that you can see on the bottom right. So CDP, obviously, SCCR, ISSB, GRI, EcoVadis as well. So this is all part of our ESG module. And the LCAs. This is quite important for us because obviously for manufacturer, product builders, that is where we can make a difference incorporating the LCA product into the carbon assessment. So not only we understand the corporate carbon footprint, but also the LCAs. What's the context for Greenly? So basically, you saw that there's a lot of vendors, a lot of ESG reporting tools. We have above 3,000 customers in different sectors, different size of companies, from SMB to large corporations like Louis Vuitton or L'Oréal in France, for example. Why did I show the employees number? That's because they're not only sales, like me in the company, there's also a lot of product builders, and they are the ones actually implementing the solution and helping our customers throughout the whole project. They come from various sectors of manufacturing, consulting, finance, and stuff, and eventually they come at Greenly to support the customers. All right. At this point, you might think another ESG reporting tool, there's a bunch of them out there. But here's the landscape right now in Europe. We're considered as the market leaders in terms of customer satisfaction and also market share. So that means we have the highest number of clients, and they're the most satisfied. We have a net retention rate of 100%, so that means we're also partnering with consulting firms to help them throughout finding new customers. So you can see some of the names that are actually on the landscape today. Eventually, we want to help our customers, but we want to also guide them through the pathway because we know the pathway. We know all the regulations. We're actually SBTi compliant, of course, and we are actually leading by example in the global climate commitments. So first, we understand the frameworks, we try to be compliant with them, and then we implement it to the customers. So that's how we see things, so we can understand what they're going through and what exactly they need to achieve. That's it for me. Thank you for having me. I think there's a last slide, but it doesn't work anymore. And I'm just right there on the T23 booth, so if you want to come and say hi, I'll be more than happy to support you. Thank you.